Hello everyone. The topic that we are going to discuss today is treasury bill. Treasury bill is money market instrument. Okay, it is a money market instrument. We have discussed what is money market. So there is one financial market. Financial market in which Financial market is a market in which financial products are bought and sold. So there are two types of financial market: capital market and money market. Capital market raises long-term debts and money market raises short-term debts. And that's why treasury bill, being a short-term debt, is a part of is an instrument of money market. Okay, so let's see what is treasury bill. When the government is going to the financial market to raise money, it can do it by issuing two types of debt instruments: treasury bill and government bonds. So treasury bill treasury bills are always issued by the central government. Okay, so these bills are issued by the central government. Government has a lot of expenditure to do on the country. It has a lot of expenditure, and sometimes when the government falls short of funds, it borrows funds from the public, and the borrowing can be done through two types. One is treasury bill and the another is government bonds. So treasury bill, the government issues treasury bill when the government requires money for a short period of time. Okay, and the government bonds are issued when the government requires money for more than 5 years, that is long term. Okay, so that's why if the government needs money for a short period of time, treasury bills are issued by the government. Okay, now let's see. Treasury bills generally shortened as T-bills. So you can also call treasury bills as T-bills. The maturity period is maximum of 365 days. So the maximum maturity of the treasury bill is 365 days, and thus it is a short-term credit, short-term debt that comes under money market, which deals in short-term debts. Okay, so the treasury bills can be of various maturity types. That is, one is for 14 days, 91 days, 182 days, and 364 days. So these are the four types of maturity that a treasury bill can have. 40 treasury bill can be issued for 14 days, one for 19 days, and sorry, not 19 days, 91 days. 14 days, 91 days, 182 days, and 364 days. Okay, so this is how in these maturities the treasury bill can be issued. So one more thing that I would like to tell you is that treasury bills are issued through auction. That is, government auctions the treasury bill. Okay, so for 14 days and 91 days of maturity treasury bill, the auction is on every Friday. Okay, so and for 182 and 364 days of maturity of treasury bill, the auction is on alternate Wednesdays. Means one Wednesday there will be an auction for 182 day treasury bill maturity, and then the other Wednesday there will be no auction, and then the next Wednesday, that is leaving one Wednesday, alternate Wednesday, there will be the auction for 182 day and 364 day maturity treasury bills. Okay, now let's do some features of treasury bill. Treasury bills are zero coupon securities and pay no interest. So see, treasury bills pay no interest. No interest is paid on treasury bill. Coupons or interest are paid on bonds, the government bonds, but these are not paid on treasury bills. So how come, if I suppose want to for example, I want to buy a treasury bill of rupees 100. Okay, now I will not get any interest, I will not get any coupon money for this rupees 100. So why would I want to invest in a treasury bill first? Since it is a government aided debt, right? The government issues this debt. That's why it is more secure than any company issuing the debt, right? Because we can trust on government, so more security is there. That's why we will buy a treasury bill. But can we just buy treasury bill on the basis of security? No, because 100 rupees we are investing, just on the basis of that our 100 rupees will be secure. No, what we are going to get out of it is 100 rupees is the face value of the treasury bill. So the face value of the treasury bill is 100 rupees. Now how we are going to be issued the treasury bill is that we are going to be issued the treasury bill on discount. So suppose the discount is 5 rupees. So whatever is left, we have to pay 95 rupees to get a treasury bill of rupees 100 face value. So this 5 rupees we are gaining. Understand? So we are getting the treasury bill on discount, and when we are repaid, we get the full face value, and that's how the issuers of the buyers of treasury bills gain. Okay. Now the return to the investors is the difference between the maturity value and the face value. So the maturity value is 95 rupees and the face value is 100 rupees. That's why these both are the difference between them is the gain of the investors. Treasury bills are usually held by financial institutions including banks. So banks can also buy treasury bills from the government. See, banks can also if want to help the government, they can buy the treasury bills and keep them as their asset. Okay. Now they have a very important banks have a very important the treasury bills have a very important role in the financial market beyond investment instruments. They are not just mere investment instruments. Banks give treasury bills to RBI to get money under repo. So if banks need money, they can give the treasury bills to RBI and take the money from RBI. So suppose banks also need money, then they can give the treasury bills to RBI, and the RBI in return of treasury bill will give banks the money they require. Now one more thing, they can keep it as SLR. What is SLR? Statutory liquidity ratio. Statutory liquidity ratio is the amount of cash or the liquid assets that the bank should keep with itself, and that amount will not be given as loan to the customers. Okay, that is SLR. So the current SLR rate is 19%. That means 19% of the total money in the bank should keep as reserves. Clear to everybody? So suppose bank has rupees 100 as the money that is there in the bank, and the SLR is 19%. So the bank can only the bank will have 19% is the 19 rupees. The bank cannot give these 19 rupees as loan to the customers. So 81 rupees will go as loan, and 19 rupees will be kept as SLR. Okay, clear? The concept of SLR is clear. So SLR is the statutory reserve ratio, the amount the banks has to maintain as cash or liquid assets it has to keep with itself, and the minus this amount, the other amount is given as loan to the customers. So banks can also keep treasury bill as SLR. Suppose 100 rupees is there with bank minus 1981, the bank can give as loan. Okay, and out of 19 rupees the bank has 10 rupees of T-bills and 9 as cash. So this total amount will be SLR. Clear to everybody? So T-bills can also be there in the bank as SLR. So because they are liquid assets. Clear to everybody? So this is your treasury bill. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. There's nothing else, no detail, no other detail in treasury bills. This is the whole concept of treasury bill. Thank you.